So ladies and gentlemen, in today's episode, it is that time where we sit down and take a look at not one story, not two stories, not three, but 4 stories that are going around that I want to bring to your attention, and trust me, you're going to want to stay for all of them. First and foremost, Donald Trump gets a huge cheer after making it clear what he's going to do about men competing in women's sports. The cackling hens on The View, oh boy, they get worse, and their Trump derangement syndrome has reached another level. Who thought that would happen? A couple of weeks ago, a university in England told students to stop using the word illegal immigrant because it's too offensive. Oh. Also, they say mums and dads should be referred to as parents or caregivers. Nah, that's only the intro, I don't think I can do this. And finally, a viral clip is going around of a non-binary influencer, how stunning, how brave, who melts down after allegedly being kicked out of a hotel for demanding staff to wear medical masks. Oh my. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Yeah, buckle up for this one, but before we get into it, as always, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description, and ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and let's do this. So Trump just gave a very long speech at the RNC convention. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you do, but this point he made, and whilst it was very brief, you know, it still got a very loud cheer for obvious reasons. We all know about the issue within women's sports, men identifying as women, going in, taking places or wards away from them. If the Democrats get in, oh boy, it's only going to get worse. But Trump made it very clear. He said he will immediately put it to an end. Fox News report. Donald Trump takes clear stance on transgender athlete participation in women's sports in RNC speech. Former President Donald Trump formally accepted the GOP presidential nomination on Thursday night. During his more than 90-minute speech, Trump addressed several policy issues, including a hot topic for many Americans. We will not have men playing in women's sports. That will end immediately, Trump said, drawing a loud round of applause from the crowd. In April, the Biden administration made major changes to Title IX in the unveiling of new rules aimed at safeguarding LGBTQ+ students and changing the ways in which harassment and assault claims are adjudicated on campus. And a lot of controversy, as you would imagine, came from these changes the Biden administration wants to make to Title IX. Essentially, woke agendas up here, women and common sense way down here. It's absolutely disgraceful, it really is. But take a look at Trump saying in this speech he will end this issue immediately.
And we will not have men playing in women's sports. That will end immediately.
So just by that reaction, you can see how important this issue is. We all know that, but it's time somebody stepped up and put the brakes on the madness. You know, this isn't the first time he's come out and said something like this, but because of the situation he was just involved in, obviously more eyes are going to be on him and what he's saying. But a lot of people have reacted to this. For example, Riley Gaines. She goes on to say, I hope this reaches every single female voter. Old, young, black, white, gay, straight, doesn't matter. There is only one ticket who will defend the sex-based rights and protections of women. That's who I'm voting for in November, Trump-Vance 2024. So a pretty big statement there. And again, I don't want to imagine what this issue would look like if the Democrats got in. Once again, I don't think they will, by the way. Even if they will Joe Biden out and put Kamala Harris in his place, nah, it ain't happening. I think Trump looks pretty certain to win. We can all feel that. That's the energy going around right now, and it would be great to see this issue finally put to an end. You know, girls being able to compete in the sport without dudes going in there, women being able to compete in the sport without dudes going in there. It needs to stop. And we all know this. Leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this first story. But carrying on the theme with Donald Trump, it is no surprise with everything going on right now, you can always guarantee that this is going to happen. The women on The View are coming out with some of the most, wait, let me correct myself. The cackling hens on The View are coming out with some of the most insane takes. Look, we all know their Trump derangement syndrome is on another level. I don't know what level it is. I don't think the number exists. Essentially, every single person on that panel hates Trump. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg, for example, can't even say his name. Do you know how Hey, look, man. And then when she does say his name, accidentally, she pretends she's spitting.
Remiss of us to not say, Joe Biden knows how to do this. Yes. He knows how to do this. He's quite good at this. And you know, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump. Yeah. He tends to just...
But can I mention...
I mean, look, man, these people are lost. They really are. But one of the women on the panel is being spoken about right now, and that is Ana Navarro, because, well, she wasn't a fan of the Donald Trump speech at the RNC convention, and she said it's essentially a shame that the bandage on his ear wasn't on his mouth. Take a watch.
Biden had been up there giving that speech, men in white coats would have interrupted him and carted him off and put him in a padded wagon. I thought today I would wake up and the TV would be full of like doctors talking about Donald Trump's cognitive decline. I thought it would be full of Republicans hanging their heads in shame like Democrats did. Joe Biden had a bad 90-minute debate. He said it's one episode. That's what we've seen so far. What we saw yesterday was a replay of Trump's 90-minute constant rallies. It's too bad the bandage was just over his ear. It should have been over his mouth.
Man, that is insane. This is on TV. Do these women not have any empathy whatsoever? A former president almost lost his life. And this is what they're coming out with. You know what? I'm going to go out and say this. They're probably upset he didn't lose his life. I actually said in one of my videos covering the situation, it would only take a week for the similar rhetoric to come out. I said that in a video. It would take a week for these people to go back to normal and, you know, using the same language as they have been for the last, I don't know, few years when it comes to Donald Trump. They can't help themselves. Do you know how much hate you have to have inside of you to come out with something like that? It's insane. I mean, what does saying this actually do? What does it do? Get a few cheers and is that how much validation you need to be recognized? I mean, let's just visualize for a second what it's going to be like when it comes to November, right? And then Trump wins. All I can think of is this clip.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
They are going to lose it. And it's going to be a funny thing to see. And you can bet I will be reacting to all of that. Wow. Now moving on from the US to the UK, and the craziness just stays the same. I saw this headline a couple of weeks ago and I just couldn't believe what I was reading. A woke university has told students to not use the word illegal immigrant because it is dehumanizing, and also they want to get rid of gendered language. Woke university boss tells students not to say illegal immigrant and instead call them undocumented, as it is dehumanizing. An inclusive language guide issued by the London Metropolitan University urged staff and students to avoid saying illegal immigrant over fears this phrase could cause offense.
Oh no.
Additional advice in the online guide, which has been slammed by a Tory MP as woke, or do something about it then, suggests swapping terms such as crazy and mad for bananas. So essentially they're just attempting to force language onto people. Don't say this, don't say that, because you might upset somebody's feelings. London Metropolitan University, which has 12,500 students, said on its website, "We are proud to have a university community that is diverse in age, ethnicity, nationality, sexuality, gender identity, and many other characteristics. It is for this reason that striving for inclusive language use is so important to us. Why not just teach the kids properly? That is important to them. You know, they're spending a lot of money here. We want to use words that signify respect, recognize the nuances of our lived experience, and truly promote equitable outcomes. Instead of using gendered language when referring to a person's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, London Met encouraged students to use the umbrella term partner. In a similar vein, mums and dads should be referred to as parents or caregivers." Ladies and gentlemen, I can't do this. On a real, what is this? You know, there was a time, and a very long time ago, by the way, where university, or when university, was considered as this prestigious thing, and they encouraged positive development. Now, what are they? They are the center of woke indoctrination. This is why the education system needs a revamp, because when you sit here and think about it, and it's not only this university, but many out there, I'm sure they're operating in a similar way, they are telling these kids to not say this, not say that. They install a belief within them, and then they go out in the workforce. And what's going to happen? They're going to cry, and I mean it when I say cry, when somebody uses the word illegal immigrant. Oh, did you just use the word illegal immigrant to describe somebody who came into the country illegally? Wait, did you just use the words mum and dad to describe your parents? Oh, no, they're caregivers. We are living in the softest society ever known. And it's embarrassing. Could you imagine just previous generations looking at what's going on right now? They would faint. I mean, I'll be honest, I almost fainted when I read this article. Things need to change. Otherwise, it's certainly not looking good. What are we doing in the UK, man? Wow. And people don't think we're that progressive, we're that woke. This is just proof we are. And many people don't even know this is going on. You say this to the average person, they have no idea. But finally, we have a clip, and we're going back to the US now, that just highlights we have, in general, a big mental health issue going on. A non-binary influencer cries on camera because, as I said at the beginning of this video, the story going around is allegedly they were kicked out of a hotel because they demanded staff to wear a mask around them. Take a watch.
I don't know what to do. I have no answers. They're kicking me out of my hotel room because I asked them to wear an N95 mask. And they said that if I wanted that, I was at the wrong hotel and I had an hour to leave. I don't know where to go. I'm almost out of money. More scans just keep getting added to the docket. I don't even have one fully functioning arm at this point. Where do I... My mom isn't answering the phone. It's not like we were estranged. I literally... Because she was super abusive, but... And I still want my mom, but I don't know what to do. Where do I go? What do I do? My doctor just called me to do an anxiety.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say there are a lot of issues here. I imagine there is going to be more to this story. You know, perhaps the staff weren't wearing masks, who knows, and they were crying, they complaining, they started shouting at them. Obviously, their mental health is not great, and this is very serious. You know, if they're on medication for whatever mental health issues they're going through, also if they're taking hormones, yeah, that's not a good mix. But could this also be a reaction to somebody being told no for the very first time? Because we do live in a time now where, you know, everybody is just wrapped up in cotton wool. People are scared to say no. When somebody demands something, everybody's scared to say, oh, I can't say no here, I might upset their feelings. You know, you don't get to make demands of other people and then cry when it doesn't go your way. Let the mask thing go, alright? You know, 90% of society has moved on. It's always these woke liberals who hang on to things like this. But I always think to myself when we see these videos of people crying, I don't get how people record themselves and then still upload it. Because for any content creators watching right now, I mean, I don't think you even need to be a content creator. We've all posted videos on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. There is a process to it. You know, a lot of the times you have to put a caption, hashtags, whatever. They go through that whole process and it doesn't click within their minds, yeah, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this is just a little bit too out there. I hope they do get the help they need and they manage to find the right path because, you know, just visually from that video, they're certainly not on the path they should be. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your thoughts down below about every single topic I spoke about. If you would like to see me do this more often, where I talk about more than one topic, also let me know in the comment section below. But if you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.